Voyage. We are heading to Tennessee. Becky and I will be communicating via walkie-talkie. Got my sidekick here, Luna. First leg is almost 7 hours, 6:46. It'll probably be like 8 because we need to stop for fuel and probably multiple times in this little pusher. So wish us luck. I would like to know, well, we're all going to find out how I do on this first incline. We got to hit a pretty big incline to get out of Ridgecrest area, and then I don't think it's as bad on once we get down to the 10. So see how it goes. Alright, well, we made it up the first incline. I think my max speed is about 40, going up at 6%, which I think that's alright. Otherwise, just cruising along at 65. I don't really know what the mileage is yet, so we'll figure that out once I fill it up. Going up another probably 4 or 5%. On a whopping 53. Not bad though for this big old rig. I'm almost at, I think, 29,000 pounds, max 4.7 engine. I'm just thankful that it's still running and cooling down appropriately. Just outside Adelanto on the 395. It's kind of like a roller coaster. Pretty awesome scenery, especially when I'm not having to worry about what's on the dash. She's doing good so far. Alright, getting on the 15. Going south a little bit.
Use the right lane to take the I-15 south ramp.
And then we'll hit 10 eventually.
Continue for half a mile.
Guess I'll stop. Kind of. Oh, nice little hill. Good thing I don't need to speed up and merge or anything. Come on, big mama. Let's go. Oh, 25, good. We'll get there. All right, I already had my first incident. I think the strap came off on something. Oh, washer and dryer. We'll fix that real quick. All right, we are getting on the 10. We're in LA. Let me see if I can flip my screen.
Slightly left on the I-10 east to Redwood.
I-10 East. All right. So I get over. Yes. Well, so far, so not good. Had to get off the 10 apparently because there's a bunch of traffic, and now it looks like this. So took me off the beaten path in some unknown city, Southern California. I mean, it's pretty, but we're not going anywhere. So I guess I'll just be sitting here, burning fuel. Worst gas mileage. Great. All right, another update. It's about 85 degrees in here. So I have the generator running, as you can see. The coach chassis air, I should say, does not work. So I've got the generator running, which doesn't seem to affect my fuel mileage a whole lot. You're only getting 10 miles per gallon if I'm lucky. It doesn't make a difference. Anyway, so I just have the one AC unit running, and it's keeping it a little cooler because I think it's about 102 outside, but 85 is not going to cut it. So I have a portable AC that I'm probably going to vent out that window. So once I get that figured out, I'll install that tonight and maybe give you an update with that. So stay tuned. It's like 110 outside, so it's about 90 something in here. I thought I would be saving fuel by running the generator and only running one AC unit, but that's not going to cut it. There's a lot of heat coming in from the doghouse down here. That NOS right there, it's like drinking hot tea. So I don't know if I need to seal that up some more, or I'm thinking about using like a exhaust wrap, Kevlar wrap, or whatever they call it. It cools it down a little bit, but she's getting toasted. Well, after driving about 8 hours with it being, well, 8 hours with it being 103 in here, decided to hook this up, bent it out the window, ended up cracking the plexiglass, so hence the ghetto tape. But the ceiling units were not cutting it. In fact, they weren't working at all. I don't know if it's a generator, it's sitting in them a signal, like bad power or what, but this thing works. Day 2 of our adventure. Made it to, which Air Force Base are we in? Luke Air Force Base. Last night about, I think, 7:30. Vehicles are running good, other than the lack of air conditioning and that. Becky's finishing up the patch job. It's my own fault. Had something that was rubbing on the inside of the tarp and it tore it up. But I got the portable AC hooked up and hopefully that works for me today, so I'm not sitting in 107-degree weather. Otherwise, oil's good, coolant's good on both vehicles. So about ready to roll. All right, I might look a little moist, but this little guy is gonna keep me a lot cooler. I don't expect it to be 72 in here because it's, you know, kind of open in the back, but I think with this, I will survive. Well, today is a complete 180 compared to yesterday. That 103 temperature thing is killing me. That little guy working pretty good. I think I was calling it a dog box earlier. It's actually a dog house. Little engine cover inside the cab here. And it's definitely sealed better, and I know a bunch of heat was pumping in from that. So between that and the AC, it's nice and cozy in here now. Much more comfortable, actually a lot quieter too. Maybe not be able to tell with this, but it's actually quite a bit quieter. So just cruising along. We got 384 miles to our next stop. I believe it's Fort Bliss. Stopping at an RV park on a military base there. So I'll keep checking in. Just outside of Tucson, I think about 40 miles or so. It's pretty land. Just glad I'm not boiling. Got Becky up there and told him that to get her. Becky's doing good. A little shaky. We're making decent time today. Went through Tucson, not a big deal. Enjoying the scenery. So we're, I think, about 200 miles from El Paso. Kind of looks like Vitaboo. I'm interested if this is directly south of Wyoming. Maybe. I'll have to look it up. Dogs are doing their thing. Cars are doing good. Saw this on the way. Pretty sweet. It's like a 70 maybe? 70 and a half. Work in progress, like this one. All right, we made it to El Paso. This is the Fort Bliss Park, RV park. Highway's a little loud, it's just right there. But got them all ready, fluids checked, all that good stuff for tomorrow. Still running good. The AC did pop on me once, the inverter. There's a 20 amp fuse down there in the battery box, and for whatever reason it popped, but there's the outlet for my portable AC. It's working pretty good. Of course, if we're parked and we're on 50 amp service, all the other ACs work fine, so I'm not sure what the deal is, but. All right, day 3. Dogs got their potty break in. I'm about to get some fuel at the marathon. Well, we'll see what this is gonna cost me, but at least it's cheaper than California. $4.49 a gallon. I think Tennessee's like $3.60 or $3.80, so that'll be a welcome change. This bad boy is 40 gallons, so I can't get too far. And the Beamer gets probably double or more than what I'm getting in the Beast. But it's a beautiful day. Well, the next stop is Fort Sam Houston RV Park. My son is stationed there in the Navy, so we're gonna go visit him for a couple days. I believe it's about a 7.5 hour trip, which will mean 9.5 hours, depending on how fast I can go in this, but I might pick up the pace a little bit today. Yeah, it's gonna cost me a couple miles per gallon in fuel, but I think it will be worth it to get there in a decent time, so I will keep you posted. Checkpoint. Got the sniffy dogs out there. Pretty beautiful scenery. Certainly not the desert of California anymore. Somewhere between El Paso and San Antonio. Actually, I think we're about 300 something miles from San Antonio. It's starting to come down. Stopped at a Love's truck stop because they have these convenient RV spots. Just to hang out for a minute. Well, just had my first incident. I was hearing a weird noise, and for whatever reason that broke. So thankfully it wasn't anything major. Just gonna cut it off. Well, that was fun. And I'm not sure why it broke on that side, but whatever. Maybe she's more aerodynamic now. Back on the road. Well, it's starting to look like San Antonio. Not necessarily the scenery, but the traffic. It's getting heavier. Of course, we're arriving right at rush hour, so good times. But hey, at least we've made it this far, and no engine problems, no blown tires. Very thankful for that. Well, my morning started off with a significant leak dripping on me as I slept. So I think it's just the AC seal, so I'm gonna take a look at that, and hopefully that's a quick fix. Alright, just gonna torque these down because they're very loose. Still has to be a certain torque. They don't even look tight. And I'll probably look up the torque spec just to make sure I'm not overdoing it, but pretty sure this might be it. Keep you posted. So the leak is not the AC. I thought it was, but I think there might be some condensate that's not leaking, or I should say dripping out like it should. So I'm gonna get up on the roof and spray some Flex Seal stuff just to try to get it to stop leaking on my head at night, which should be fantastic. Of course, we stopped in San Antonio when they're having record rainfall, so yay. wasn't able to get up there on the roof and patch it like I wanted to. So thankfully it did not leak again last night. Well, I take that back. It rained pretty heavy and it leaked a little bit more, but not as bad. So the small patch job I was able to do at least slowed it down. But I will get up there hopefully tonight and spray it off and complete it. And hopefully it'll stop leaking. And got a few other repairs to do once we actually get to where we're going. But more to follow on that. So stay tuned. Alright, that was interesting. So we were on the 20 and apparently there was a huge backup. So Google in their infinite wisdom had me get off in some small town. We were off the road for about 20 miles, but in the meantime, several things happened. One of my side doors just decided to open, but thankfully a trash can along the side of the road helped me close it. So not intentional, but I couldn't get off the side of the road. There wasn't a shoulder, and it did chip the door paint a little bit, but it's fine. So as soon as I get out, I lock the doors again, make sure everything's tight, and then I start driving, and then my main door just opens. It's like, okay, this town is cursed apparently. So I pull over again, shut the door, and then about a mile later I notice we have our washer, clothes washer that's tied down to the back, and the drain hose was dragging on the ground. Stopped and fixed that. It's like, okay, just gonna muscle through, but whatever. We're all safe. It was annoying, but we're back on the 30 now. I believe it's the 30. We are staying in an Army depot called Red River. There's a lake there called Elliott Lake. We'll be staying there tonight. Good deal. The only downside is all the sites are back in. So either I'll unhook the 46 from the back, or I will try to masterfully back in. Maybe not so masterfully, but when I get there, I'll show you how that goes. We made it to Elliott Lake. Let's see if we can see the lake right through there. Nice quiet area. I will say the power says it's 50 amp, but I keep tripping breakers, so I keep turning stuff off. But no worries, that's why we have a gas water heater. Got that running instead of the electric, and that way both ACs will work. Thankfully, my tarp is surviving. What else we got going on? No, it's just a beautiful night. No swimming though. Not that I want to. So very nice area, highly recommended if you are okay with the power not being truly 50 amp. The other weird thing was the water hookup. From there, all the way over to there. So you share water. Either way, I would have had to string the hose under the camper, or like I did across the way. Thankfully, someone left the hose because I did not have one long enough. Other than that, this is our last night before we hit Millington and our new life there. Okay, we are on our last leg of the trip. Just crossed into Arkansas from Texas on 30 East. So I think we've got about 4 hours remaining, probably more like 5 after stopping. Well, I may not have to stop for fuel since I can get about 300 plus miles on a tank safely. There's about 400 miles in a tank, but that's pushing it. That's if I use that last quarter tank, and I'm not willing to take that risk. So far we've only lost a couple straps, a tarp, but thankfully no blown tires. Did have that weird fiberglass brake in the front of the fascia of the RV, but I held on to that in case I could reattach it. But so far so good.
Customer service is needed to the cactus.
It's the last diesel stop before getting home. I just did $100, so let's see how far that gets us. There she goes. So much faster filling up at the semi gas station. Well, this is our new stomping grounds. We're heading into Memphis. We'll be living just north of Memphis. I believe this is the bridge going into Tennessee. Get excited.